Who would have guessed a great mocker of emotion would struggle to feel the most basic one of all, fear?
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy, Movie Boy Mike, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about why Pennywise is terrified of the Losers Club. I'm going to be diving into the original novel of It by Stephen King from 1980 to reference exactly why Pennywise has feared the Losers Club more than anything else in its entire existence. But before we get into it, please be sure to smash that like and subscribe button. It really goes a long way, especially in Derry, Maine. Now let's get right into it.
Now you're the one who's afraid, because you're gonna starve.
So in the novel It, we find out in chapter 21, titled Under the City, exactly why Pennywise is terrified of the Losers Club. This chapter is from Pennywise's perspective, and it really gives us an insight of how Pennywise views himself and how he doesn't view the people of Derry or even human beings as equals. Before the universe, there were only two things. There was It and there was the turtle. The turtle was a stupid old thing that never came out of its shell. Although it might have vomited out the universe, it doesn't change the fact that it was a stupid turtle, said Pennywise. So Pennywise moved into Earth after the turtle went back into its shell, allegedly so the turtle didn't interfere with it trying to terrorize people. Pennywise mentioned how he used to terrorize beings on other worlds, but then Pennywise found that the life on Earth had a depth of imagination that was so new and almost concerning. This depth of imagination made the food very rich, according to Pennywise. As it says in the book, quote, "They dreamed of night beasts and moving muds against their will." Upon this rich food, Pennywise existed by waking up to eat and going back to sleep to dream. Derry was its killing pen, and the people of Derry were its sheep. This part of the chapter really goes to show you how Pennywise views himself as a superior to the people and beings on Earth. But then, these children, the Losers Club, for the first time, something had happened to Pennywise's ruthless existence. During the confrontation in the house on Nivault Street, Pennywise had intended to kill every single member of the Losers Club, but he didn't. They got away, and this bothered Pennywise more than anything else in his entire existence, as he was unable to kill them. And from that encounter, for the first time in Pennywise's long-lived life, he felt pain. This was totally unexpected. Yes, he felt great roaring pain, as it says in the novel. Because the only thing that Pennywise had in common with the turtle and the cosmology of the macroverse was just this: all living things must abide by the laws of the shape they inhabit. For the first time, Pennywise realized that its ability to shapeshift might work against it as much as it works for it. There had never been pain before, or fear. For the first time in its life, it thought it might die. Now this thought scared Pennywise beyond normal, and somehow the children had escaped, and now they were coming to finish it off once and for all. All 7 of them were coming, without weapons. And what's funny about this is you really get to understand the narcissism that Pennywise has and thinks about himself and other beings. Pennywise didn't want things to change. As he said, he thinks he's doing nothing wrong. As Pennywise says, Derry is his livestock and the people are sheep. Pennywise didn't want things to change. It only wanted to eat, sleep, and dream, and eat again. All these emotions were new to Pennywise. As a great mocker of emotion, he never felt anger before, he never felt fear before, and he never felt pain. And for a moment, Pennywise truly feared the Losers Club. And this is the really ironic part about this chapter. Pennywise wondered if he had made a mistake by allowing himself to be discovered so obviously within this period of time in Derry. But then Pennywise realized something even more terrifying, that it wasn't alone, that the Losers Club must be getting help. Yup, that's right. Pennywise called them Agents of the Turtle. And by that, we know from the novel that Matoran the Turtle aids the Losers Club, specifically Bill, in how to defeat Pennywise. Keep in mind, it was Matoran the Turtle who told the Losers Club, aka Bill, on how to defeat Pennywise through the ritual of Chud. This rocked Pennywise's world, as it for the first time had to strategize on how to beat the children. Think of it like this: Pennywise actually broke it down like this in the novel. In the jungle, a lion usually trying to go after a zebra will have no problem hunting it down, but when the zebra goes back to the pond to meet and regather with its own kind, that is when the lion is outnumbered. That's when the lion is powerless. That's the same thing with Pennywise and the Losers Club. As it states in the book, Pennywise said killing one or two of the losers individually usually isn't a problem, but when they collectively get together, that's when Pennywise knew he was powerless. So that's why in It Chapter 2, and in the second half of the novel, Pennywise for the first time had to come up with a plan on how to actually beat these children. And for the first time, Pennywise had to rely on other beings other than himself. And by other beings, I mean other people. Remember when Pennywise broke Henry Bowers out of jail and asked him to help him defeat the losers? That was because Pennywise, unlike Henry Bowers, is not from Earth, and Pennywise knew that Bowers could kill the Losers Club without shape-shifting. So that is when Pennywise knew that he was backed into a corner and that he really had to think of a way to beat these guys without relying on their fear alone. He actually had to think of a plan. And he would have gotten away with it too.
If it weren't for you meddling kids and your dog.
It's really interesting to think of how Pennywise views himself throughout his purpose in the universe, and it's really interesting to see a mocker of emotion experience fear for the first time. It does make me wonder how they're going to incorporate the Macroverse in the upcoming series Welcome to Derry. I really hope that we get a mention of Matoran the Turtle, or maybe even an appearance. That would be really great. I'm curious what you guys think. What do you guys think of Pennywise's perspective on how it views itself? Let me know in the comment section. Also, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's always a pleasure. If you guys like what you see, hit that like and subscribe button for more. We all float down here, and you will too. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm Movie Boy Mike.
Was that Movie Boy Mike? Oh boy, I think that was Movie Boy Mike.